There's something I'd like to show you and share with our viewers. Have you ever left a tomato out a little too long on your counter?
Never. Well, once maybe.
I think we all know what happens, at least under normal circumstances. Watch as we run this time-lapse video. Here are 2 tomatoes such as you might find in any produce area of your grocery. The one on the left is just as it came from the store. However, the one on the right has been given a 30-minute treatment with the Aqua. The tomato on the left rots. The one on the right maintains its original form.
No way.
I'm afraid so.
Let me see that again.
All right, watch.
That's incredible.
It really is.
No wonder I've been noticing a difference, you know, in my strength and my endurance.
And without any pills or drugs or pain.
That's right. What was it you told me back when I first got my machine, that it
Uses healing electromagnetic frequencies to rebalance and amplify the body's bioelectric field.
You know, when you first told me that, I mean, I'll be honest, it sounded good, but it did not really mean that much to me. But now
you're beginning to see.
oh yeah.
Well, that's the whole point of what we're doing here. We want people to understand how the Aqua works and why it is so important.
I do have one more question.
Okay.
Well, what makes the water look as if it comes from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah, everybody wonders about that at first.
Are those impurities that come from my body?
No, not really. For the most part, the discoloration is caused by an excess of ionic charge working on certain of the impurities in the water. Have you ever noticed that as you've been using your Aqua, the water is less discolored?
Well, now that you mention it, yes.
That's because your cells are accepting more of the charge, so there's less of it left active in the water. But it's important to remember that the water quality plays a role in that too. Different types of water will manifest different degrees of discoloration.
Is all that stuff harmful?
No, in no way, and it doesn't enter your body, so relax.
But did it come out of my feet?
No, it's just the mineral concentration and waste product impurities that were already in the water before you put the Aqua module into it. All tap water does this. It's absolutely normal.
All right, I have one more question. Why my feet?
Why not?
No, really.
Well, the feet just happen to be an easy part of the body for most people to keep in the water for 30 minutes.
So it could just as easily have been my hands?
Yes, and for certain indications, that's recommended. You could even use your head if you're really good at holding your breath.
I'll just use my feet. But let me ask you this. Could I use my whole body, say, in a bathtub?
Certainly, and a number of people have chosen to treat in that way. But make no mistake, the feet provide ample skin area for an effective treatment.
Well, you got me in the mood to do my next treatment.
Well, why not do it right now?
All right, I will.
Now let's go over a few more points. As we said earlier, the human body is composed of billions of cells, and each one of those cells has a job to do for your health and well-being. The Aqua treatment allows us to restore and maintain a healthy charge of electricity around the wall of each cell. It does this by converting the AC current from your house to a DC current that creates a charge in the water which is compatible with the charge around your cells. If we look at the water's electrical pattern on an oscilloscope at this point, we will see that it is very active with a constantly varying voltage. Now, if you were to place a part of your body in the water, say your hand, you would notice a change in the electrical pattern. If you removed your hand, the earlier pattern would resume. Then, if I were to place my hand in the same water, the pattern would again change, but it would be my bioelectric signature, not yours. If we were to use a transistor analogy, the hand placed in the water actually becomes the source of the frequency that varies the resistance in the module that's in the water, or the transistor in our analogy. And the Aqua is the emitter, or power source. Thus, with every new user, the frequency in the water is different, tailor-made to the specific user. And that is why 2 people should never use the machine at the same time. As your cells accept the water's enhancing change, one of the remarkable effects first noticed is the separation of blood cells, which tend to travel in clumps when we're in an unhealthier state. With the entire surface exposed, they work far more efficiently in our arteries and veins. Any way you look at it, it's a remarkable process. Now let's see how Lisa's doing, shall we? She looks very relaxed, doesn't she? We hope you found this presentation interesting and that we've been able to answer some of your questions about Aqua and the many benefits it has for your body. Remember that each of the billions of cells in your body is a living thing, requiring its own energy to maintain life. And that when you look at yourself in the mirror, in a way, you're looking at a great colony of living creatures, working 24 hours a day to keep you healthy. So keeping them healthy and energized is not only smart, it's vital. And one of the most important things you can do toward that end is to intervene in that inevitable process of cell energy depletion. There's an old saying that goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in the words of Steve Walker, the driving force behind Aqua, early intervention can actually be prevention.